Hello, my name is Rebecca Fernandez, and this is my recap or reflection on this class. Rigging was actually something I've heard of, but never really understood. It was only until this class did I have a deep understanding of what rigging was and why it's so important in the animation and game industry. The beginning of this class was fairly simple since it was only preparing to start rigging. The second week was much more difficult, and since this was when we started creating and connecting joints, I often got confused, but watching the videos over and going back to it if I needed to a second time was very helpful for me. The third and fourth week was quite difficult, as well as because I had to restart from 3.2 because I had gone wrong somewhere and needed to backtrack to see where exactly I went wrong. Turns out I just wasn't clicking on the correct controls. So I would click on all of these and try to move them, but obviously it would just morph the entire model. So just using the controls looked much better. Did not morph anything and kept the model intact. After scrapping and starting over, I had a much better animation and understanding of what I was doing, and was able to create more fluid movements as well as even animate the rock that's down there. The graph editor was difficult to get the hang of, but is very helpful and quite vital to the rigging process. Rigging is an extremely vital part of the animation pipeline and may be tedious, such as trying to keep the outliner organized, especially in naming conventions, but is pretty simple. And I would like to keep rigging in mind as I apply for jobs for my future career. I could see myself focusing on rigging. I really enjoyed it. And this is basically my animation.